These lights put off a little heat but not even enough to warp any sort of plastic or make anything too hot to touch. Comes with hook rig but no chains or connectors. Sticky pads don't really stick. After 2 or 3 days they came off and the light fell on my plants, which did lead to scorching some leaves. Pads detached from light and stuck on shelving surface. Recommend to get different mounting pads, like Velcro. Otherwise the lights do great and my plants are happy. These have been running every day for nearly 3 months. They produce a bit of heat, till to 120 degrees Fahrenheit, and a ton of light. While our plants are growing well, especially the orchids and moisture-loving species, some of our desert species aren't doing that well. I'm not sure the spectrum of light is precisely perfect for all houseplants. I'll wait and see in a few months more. So far great product. Setting up a 3-shelf grow with utility shelf. For the plants at my store in Seaside, Oregon. Will upload end results that has everything in it for super easy setup. 6 extra long connection. I purchased these to use with my Alta Farm 3-tier. I couldn't source the OEM light kit and I am placing my farm where it won't get natural sunlight. I was able to use magnetic hooks and plant hanging chain, separate purchases, and with the included clips, connectors, power cords, and end plugs I have a lighting system that seems superior to the OEM one. Pros: the light is 2 and my gardens are 30 inches. The light shines to all corners of the farm. Con: I didn't have to read anything to figure out how to use them. Even though they are full spectrum, they shine white, versus the blurple of most grow lights. After being on for hours, they remained cool to touch, even the metal housing for the light. I don't fear that my plants will be burned. There were plenty of options for hanging and installation. I wasn't worried once I saw the included parts that I would be able to mount theme switches on the power supply, and multiple power supplies and connector options make powering them easy and versatile to different grow needs. The lights are definitely bright, but not so much so that they hurt my eyes each. This gives greater coverage from one light. I don't really have any cons at the moment. I will report back in time to advise how they hold up and perform to help my plants grow. I've had these lights for about a month so far. I'll update the review if anything changes. So far, these lights are fantastic. They're such a nice color and they work so well for taking plant pictures. I had to move my big aloe because it was burning from the light. Too much light, not from heat. The lights are somewhat warm but definitely nowhere near hot when working. I have them on a timer for 16 hours during winter and my plants look really happy. The succulents are nicely sun-stressed, where they were all completely green where I got these. Downside? I have to water them more often. The lights are really good and bright, so the plants are drying out easier from having so much light. They're a nice yellow light, compared to my white daylight bulbs and my purple plant lights, definitely my favorite because they make my plants look so nice and happy. If I ever get more shelves and I got my set for $65, but the price seems to change around. Every time I've looked at the listing, it's a different price. I finally switched from the red and blue LED grow lights to these. The main reason why I switched to these lights is because with these white lights you can really admire the plants. The red and blue LEDs make it very difficult to see the plant clearly. It's so refreshing to see the bright white line and it makes the space 100x better.